we can talk about Spidey, man.
Let's do it.
Spider-Man 2. A small independent
Boy,
video game. I guess that they had sold a couple of copies in the last week.
I think it's doing okay.
Yeah, I think the studio is gonna be okay. Joel, yeah, man, this game is great. I I love it.
Same.
I love it, love it, love it. You can see the title for this episode. Okay, so
Go, go.
because you know where I'm coming
Oh, no,
from,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right,
It's
right,
good,
right,
good.
right. Again, if it's like if it sometimes seem like I'm struggling to talk about the topic, I'm not. It's just English is not my first language, so
And
um,
you speak English great.
right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. I've worked hard to make it happen. So when I saw the flag on the hallway, right, and and I wanted to take a second glance, and it's like I'm going to walk by and ignore it because if it could have been. I haven't seen anything on like any outlet talking about it, anything on the news. No one's talking about this, right? So maybe it's my old man brain not, not processing the colors
You
properly,
caught it.
right?
Wow.
So so I walked out and did the mile section, right? And got out of the apartment. And then that afternoon, like they late on Saturday, that was late Saturday or whatever.
Yeah, over the weekend.
And
Yep.
then that's when I started seeing it. It's like I was not crazy. They messed it up. How their day how their day. So yeah, for I'm Puerto Rican. It's like it doesn't offend me, man. It's like, hey, shout out to the Cubans that got their 15 minutes of fame. Well, the flag lasted there. No, no, yeah, definitely.
That's
Um,
hilarious. I mean,
but
it's think about it though, Ben. Like honestly, if you're somebody who's designing this game and maybe you're not as familiar with Puerto Rico and Cuba, like whatever country you're from, whoever the designer is, I don't know, where they're from.
yeah, yeah.
Like they inverted the colors, like you know what I'm saying?
That
Like
is it is
they
technically
that
an inverted color, yeah.
it's an inverted color, right? That's what it's like you could see where like, they were close,
Yeah.
but
Well, you know what aggravates me, and I commented this because someone on my Facebook commented,
sure.
posted it. It's like what
Yeah.
really aggravates me is that they got it right in miles, and
Oh
then they
yeah.
messed it up here. It's like the guys first the consistency,
Come on,
you know.
Insomniac.
But no, all joking aside, and Flaggate and whatnot, that's being fixed. By the way, they passed it today. So when I play it over the weekend, it's gonna be fine, Joe. I'm not gonna have another heart attack. I'm gonna be okay. So,
Cuba.
no, the whole flag thing is fine. And I just joke about
Yeah,
it's just
no,
it's like I'm not I'm not as fragile as some other people with their flags, right? Oh man. So, uh, yeah, man, this game is great. I'm really glad that they um let's go into spoilers for the first 5 hours because that's kind of where I'm at right now. 6 hours, five ish, yeah. Um, I really appreciate that they have not only Peter and Miles have their own skill tree, but they have a shared skill tree as well. So
yeah, the
that's
together
great.
tree.
Yep. The traversal is much smoother. Like how what you think about it, right? It's like how can they make the swinging better? And they actually did it, right? They actually perfected it. And not only that, on top of the swinging, you get the web wings, and that's game changer, dude.
Absolutely.
It's so good.
Yeah.
That really really enjoying it. I'm stopping at every crime scene and just doing whatever I need to do, and taking the pictures, and I'm stopping in. I'm doing everything. Like I'm stopping at every spot that I see a marker on. I'm stopping and I'm doing the thing right. So that's basically where I'm at. I can't remember exactly where I'm at on the game. Okay, yep. I got done where it gives you the two options where the first time it splits between us like, oh, you can do Miles' thing at school or you can do Peter's thing at the foundation. So I did Peter's thing at the foundation, and that's where I basically after that was done, um, I think there was a boss fight or something. So there was something happening after that, and then I left it there. So that's where I'm at with the game. But yeah, dude, that intro sequence is like, how can they up the ante versus the first two games? Because I do consider Miles a whole separate
For
game,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
And man, they really went all out and crazy on this one, man. That opening sequence and I guess boss fight, right? Really, really good. I know that you're happy with this interpretation of Craven. Um,
Don't get me on that rant.
right, right.
I had it already after playing this game. I've had it with a few
Yeah,
people. You know.
yeah. And I really do like that they, if you want to do just fighting by yourself, that's fine, right? But it is even if on the normal difficulty. I know that eventually it's probably going to get easier, but it makes you use those gadgets and your abilities. So
Yes.
that's cool. Like you do gotta use these things, and once you start getting like the refresh, like if you do a combo to refresh something, you can just keep comboing and using your gadgets and your abilities, and the combat. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, but how's it going for you, man?
I am in love with this game. Exactly what you said. I love it too. I don't want to speak too soon because I haven't finished it. Right, according to when I launch, when it shows you right before you're gonna launch the game on the PlayStation UI and the hub, this is how many hours you're in, what percentage. There it says 54%. Right. So I don't know if that. I'm assuming it's a campaign specifically. I'm like halfway through. Obviously, all the extra stuff going around. I've got plenty of side quests, and I've not done as many of them. But I just love the story so much. The gameplay it's alone, the side stuff is good too. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Like the Eternal Flame people and stuff like that. Like, I
I was
want to
gonna,
see
I
some
was
of
gonna,
those
I,
lessons.
I
Some of
was gonna,
those.
yeah, I was gonna ask about those guys because I'm not familiar with them. So what's up? What's up with
Yeah,
those
me
dudes?
either. Honestly, I'm not familiar with them either.
Oh, okay,
Like that's
okay.
if I don't know if this is actual lore. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong if you're in the comments and you know. But if it is, I don't. It's got to be a deep cut because that's not one I'm familiar with
Okay.
either. Unless it's leading somewhere to something I do know and it's a new interpretation. I do not know who these guys are, but I love that they've come up with these various different types of side quests. The Prowler ones, they're okay. The extra like rooftop
Oh,
ones
they're
with
like the
that.
find the lab, and I like that the
Yeah.
the hacking thing is cool with the excuse me, with the triggers. We have to balance
Yes,
them out. That's really good use of the controller. So
I agree. Well, did you see the one video that's been going around of the one guy? I'm pretty sure he's a popular influencer or something, but where he keeps saying like, "Oh, you got to have like really good muscles to like pull the truck." And he doesn't, instead of just pulling the two arrows down, he keeps spinning them in a circle and he's like losing his energy or whatever. Have you seen this video going
no, I
around?
haven't seen it.
Oh, I gotta show you. I'll send it to you when
Okay,
we're done
okay,
with
yeah.
this. It is cracking people up online. Maybe you probably know what I'm talking about. But it's like there's a lot of mechanics in this game that to me it's very easy, very simple, very adaptable. But it requires the intuitiveness to decide when to use what. Like if you know what gadgets you have, if you know what skill sets you have, you can win. You can get through the main campaign of this very easily. But like it's great because it's a game's rated teen, right? Like so you're supposed to have some of the younger ones also being able to play it.
Yeah,
And to me, like the level of difficulty, but the level of fun in the gameplay is what makes it actually like a very more enjoyable experience.
right.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with playing. Like I love playing also a good challenging game where like it's super, super difficult. You talked about like Bloodborne or like some of these other like ones where you get frustrated with like a boss fight or something. And maybe that's coming with this. I haven't finished the game, but with what I've played so far, like it's very intuitive. You set your mind to it, you're through it,
Right.
and you just feels good.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels really good. Yeah, I've been, just going back to what you said, like I kind of been like my daughter's been watching me play it,
Yeah.
and um if I gotta go, it's like, all right, I'm gonna go do a story mission now, and I would set the marker, and I would have her swing. It's like, oh, here, you take me there, and have her
Oh,
do it.
see?
But then if like a crime progress pops up, she goes like, oh no, here you go, and then I grab it, and then I go there, do the thing, and then she keeps going, getting me to where I need to be. So I mean, it's
Fun.
just doing it like that is cool, and Yeah, it feels good. Like it does feel refined. It does feel like a like an actual upgrade. It does. I can see where some people can say it's like, oh, it's kind of like more of the same. Like I haven't done enough of the story yet to feel like it's like very different. I know that eventually I'll get there when I get the black suit and whatnot,
Yeah.
um, but so far it does feel like a proper continuation of it. It's kind of like God of War. God of War feels like a sequel to the God of War from 2018, like Ragnarok. I mean, so um, yeah, I mean, I'm having a great time, dude. I can't wait to go and jump back in on it.
Love that. Love that. Yeah, it's one of those games that you just don't want to stop playing. I mean, I played Saturday and Sunday. Dude, I was playing till like 12, 1 a.m. And I don't do that. I haven't done that in a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
That take me back to like college days, Joel. But it's just so much fun. You know, Spidey's my boy, so
yeah. Of
I'm
course,
having a
man.
blast. I'm gonna play this for a long time,
Yeah,
just doing the side stuff and just have fun with it. I'm hoping some DLC comes out with this, some extra levels come out with this real
yeah,
soon.
yeah. Probably.
So I keep playing on.
Yeah. The suits. I like how they did the suits unlocks.
Oh
They
yeah.
unlock with the missions, and then you use your credits basically to unlock them. So that's cool. Did you get any of the day one stuff? Like the
Um,
suits, like the two suits, and
yeah, like the arc style, like the
yeah,
hoodie ones. I
yeah,
have
yeah,
that, and like the other multicolored. Yeah, I have a few of
yeah.
those.
They look cool, but it's just that I like the more traditional look. So as soon as I got it, I unlocked it. The one from No Way Home, the hybrid
Oh,
suit.
cool. That's the. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
as soon as it came up, I unlocked it, and then Miles the tracksuit, the old black tracksuit. Yeah, so I was like, oh, I gotta
The
unlock those.
in the other Miles, the Spider-Man Miles Morales, the last game that they had come out. I loved swinging around in the Spider-Verse suit because it actually kind of glitches and stuff like you're
Yeah,
going
and it's the
through.
same on this one. Yeah,
Same
because
on this
they
one,
both
so I
have it.
love that.
Yeah, yeah, they both
Yeah.
have a Spider Verse costume, and the frame rate's lower when they swing and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool.
it's
Yeah, and
cool.
I like the attention to detail on this game is insane, dude. It's
Are you
like
so excited for Wolverine?
it
Because that's very different. Like New York is not the
yeah,
same. Like with New York and like the mechanics, and you're not swinging around.
right.
I don't know. I think these guys have it. Like
Oh, totally. Like I know probably going to be more of a God of War thing, right? It's like
right.
more visceral, more up close and personal, uh,
Yeah.
kind of experience. I'm curious to see how they do it, right? Because they do the Ratchet and Clank and they do their Spider Man, right? And they're both very good.
Correct.
They're both very different, but having a game with a character that it's all about close combat, that's gonna be very different for them. So,
Yeah.
like Spider Man has some of that, right? But you can't do Wolverine the same way because he just doesn't move like Spider Man,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just curious to see how they do it. But dude, this game is so good. so
Yeah.
I'm so glad, and I know it's kind of a little bit glitchy at the moment. It's like it's not 100% operational. It's almost there,
Almost
but they'll
operational.
make it. They like the patch they released today. Again, they fix the flags. They fix uh,
It's very
that
important.
that's very important, right? And stability,
Absolutely.
and then the suit's not loading properly, and um, it has a memory consumption problem. I don't know if you heard about that.
No.
That if you play for a very long session, the assets are gonna like not load properly. Kind of like
Wow.
remember what happened to Skyrim on the PS3 back in the day, that every
Wow.
few hours you had to like turn the game off and then reboot it. So
Jeez.
basically, kind of like that's happening, right? So I'm sure that they'll get that patched up and have memory release and all that. So yeah,
Yeah.
man. But I'm super excited for it. Can't wait
Wow.
to
Wow.
get in more into it. So
Fantastic.
yep, good stuff, dude.